In this video I'm going to show you how to install a Rivnut or Rivet Nut in a copper pipe. Now your application might be something different. It might be a car, an AC unit, maybe you want to put a drink holder on your bicycle or something like that. But I'm going to show you how to do this without any special tools or anything like that. So this is what it will look like when we're done. A very nice secure Rivnut in this copper pipe here. It doesn't move, then we can screw into it and use it for whatever application we wish. So we're going to select our Rivnut. I want to use an M5 because I'm going to install a drink holder onto an old style bicycle. So I already have the hex bolts for this. They kind of look like this. So we're going to select the appropriate Rivnut, that's the M5. And then we're just going to put it in the measuring caliper so we can select the correct drill bit. So I've put the M5 Rivnut in the measuring calipers here. It comes out at 6.82 millimeters. What we need to do is find a drill bit which is slightly bigger than that. So this one here is perfect. It measured in at 6.82, this is 7.08, so this is a really good one, which will be slightly larger than our Rivnut. So what I'm going to do now is use a center punch, just to punch a hole here. I'm going to use a hammer. Some of them are automated, you can click it and it's spring loaded, it will just make a little hole. That just prevents your drill bit from wandering when you drill into this. So that's all there is to it. So now we're going to drill the hole for the Rivnut. We're going to start small and then work our way up to the drill bit that we chose out when we measured it. We don't want to burr anything or put stress on the bits or the material itself, so that's why we do this. So now we've drilled out our hole for the Rivnut here. Always use a board or something like that. The last thing you want are these metal particles in your feet. It's not fun. Put your Rivnut in like that, and then we're going to begin to tighten it down. It should be kind of loose like that, but as long as it's in fully, we're good to go. So now we're going to tighten this Rivnut down. What we're going to do is select a bolt which is slightly taller than the Rivnut itself. We've got our M5 bolt here. I think it's 25 millimeters or so. And we're just going to put a washer on the bolt here, like so. And then find a nut which is slightly wider than the bolt itself. You can see it just slides on there. So one size up from there. And this is how we're going to tighten our Rivnut here. So what you want to do is just thread your M5 bolt into the Rivnut here, the one we just put in. Thread it all the way down. Once it's threaded in, it will look something like this. We need to take our Allen wrench right here, and we're going to tighten it using the Allen wrench, like so. But we also want to keep this bolt still by using a wrench here. So my bolt is 11 millimeters. I'm going to use an 11 millimeter wrench there and just keep the bolt steady while cranking it down with the Allen wrench, and that will cause the Rivnut inside to expand and give us a nice secure fitting against the pipe. So it will look something like that. Make sure everything is pushed down so the Rivnut doesn't come away from the pipe while you're tightening. As you start to tighten, you can see it started to flare up inside. So as you start tightening, it will be quite tough, and then it will become easier. Once it starts becoming harder to turn again, you know the Rivnut is finished. So we've just got that secondary resistance, and you can see the Rivnut is perfectly squashed against the metal pipe on the inside. Now we can just remove our bolt and see the Rivnut. So you can see the Rivnut is in there nice and solid, it's not going anywhere. If you do it on a curved surface like a small pipe, you will get a slight lip on each side, but it's not really that bad at all. So there you can see, nice and solid, it's not going anywhere, and we can screw into it and mount whatever we wish. So here's my application. I had a bicycle here, it's a fixed gear, so I didn't have a drink holder or anything like that, so I've just mounted one on there with the Rivnuts. So you can see, very solid, ready to go. So that's it, very simple, very easy. I'll link all the parts in the description below so you can check those out. I hope it helped you. Thanks for watching.